Abbas tells White House Israel's recognition is settled. Study shows civil defenses cut 86% of deaths from Gaza rockets. Knesset exhibits photos of prime ministers in private moments. The Queen comes to Israel this summer, hopefully. Shalom and welcome to the Jerusalem Post News. Here are the headlines for Tuesday, March 18th. Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas, during a meeting with U.S. President Barack Obama at the White House on Monday, acknowledged that time is running out for peace talks with Israel.
سيادة الرئيس هناك اتفاق بيننا وبين الإسرائيليين من خلال الوزير كيري حول قضية الأسرى ونأمل وكلنا أمل بأن يطلق سراح الدفعة الرابعة من الأسرى في 29 هذا الشهر، لأن هذا سيعطي انطباعا بجدية المساعي التي نعملها ككل في عملية السلام.
Abbas also told the American president that, quote, "We don't have time to waste." He added that he and his predecessors had extended their hands to Israel, recognizing the state according to, quote, international legitimacy resolutions since 1988. Both sides have expressed pessimism in recent days that they would be able to find common ground on the big-ticket issues, as Secretary of State John Kerry said last week, while noting that trust between the two sides had reached a standstill. A new study has found that the thousands of missiles fired from the Gaza Strip over the years would have caused an average of 7 times more casualties if it were not for Israel's civil defenses. The study's authors, Professor Edward H. Kaplan from the Yale School of Management and his former student Leanne Zucker, began the research after encountering several instances in which international media dismissed the threat of Gazan rockets. Taking Sderot as a case study, they found that with civil defense measures in place, Sderot sustained 5,000 rockets between 2001 and 2010, and 90% of residents experienced a rocket landing on their street. However, 10 residents were killed during this time, and less than 500 sustained injuries. A Sderot lacking civil defenses, the researchers found, in a daytime scenario would result in around 8 times the amount of casualties. These rockets are not harmless. Rather, casualties are low because Israel is protecting its citizens via its civil defense infrastructure, researchers told the Jerusalem Post. When Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is in the Knesset, he might find a reason to smile when he spots a photo exhibition right outside his office that features 3 pictures of him with his wife and 2 sons. Prime Ministers in Slippers, an exhibition of prime ministers caught on camera at informal moments, is being displayed on the ministers' floor of the Knesset. Providing a rare glimpse into prime ministers' off-duty lives, it was initiated by Knesset Speaker Yuli Edelstein and the government press office in honor of the GPO's 80th anniversary. The photos include David Ben-Gurion taking care of goats at Kibbutz Sde Boker, Yitzhak Rabin playing with his grandchildren in a pool, and Menachem Begin blowing out candles on his birthday cake. There is only one actual photo of a prime minister in slippers, a picture of Begin taken during a visit to Romania, in which he is shown wearing what appear to be pajamas and a silk robe. Netanyahu, President Shimon Peres, and family members of former prime ministers attended the exhibition's dedication last week. The Holy Land may be preparing for the arrival of royalty, diva royalty that is. Beyonce, the queen of R&B, will reportedly be stopping over for a gig at Tel Aviv's Hayarkon Park on June 15th. If the concert materializes, Mrs. Carter will join a long list of big-name performers to visit Israel this summer, including Lady Gaga, the Rolling Stones, Neil Young, and Justin Timberlake. The December release of her latest Beyonce the Visual album sold 1 million digital copies without any prior promotion within 6 days of its release. Fans may recall a 2009 rumor that the pop star would visit never panned out. Unfortunately, this time around, the date does not yet appear on Beyonce's website, so we can only hope that Israeli fans finally get to experience her fierceness firsthand. That's all we have time for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more headlines. Until then, shalom and goodbye from the Jerusalem Post studio.